Good evening. I'm Dr. David DeCenzo, President of Coastal Carolina University. What an exciting evening as we recognize you and celebrate your achievements. I'm honored to stand here and look out at this 2017 graduating class. This is truly a proud moment for me. You know, I'm often asked what I love most about serving as Coastal's president. I can tell you what stands out most is what I hear about our students, reaching out to do great work in their communities and in the world, whether it's serving as a peer mentor for a fellow student, working to raise money to benefit Relay for Life, engaging in a public project to help others in need, or collecting food for the families to have a holiday meal. These stories make me feel like a proud father. Community engagement is a hallmark of this university. Your fellow CCU graduate, Tabby Shelton, has made community engagement the cornerstone of her life. Tabby has a heart for helping children in crisis, and she serves our community as founding director of an organization called Fostering Hope. Every month, she is leading the way in helping meet the needs of 200 children in foster care through donations of clothing, shoes, and hygiene items, as well as school supplies, toys, and homemade quilts. Fostering Hope provides a tremendous comfort for these children who often have suffered some form of physical, mental, or emotional abuse or neglect. Every day, you have the chance to help someone, to add value to someone's life. And we hope that, as you leave us today, graduates, you carry with you and continue to make serving others an important part of your life. To begin our ceremony, I ask that you please remain standing if you are able for the presentation of colors by the Coastal Carolina University Army ROTC Color Guard. The national anthem will be led by graduate student Courtney Gruber, and the invocation will be delivered by the Reverend Henry Moody.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glad
I invite you to pray with me, please. In both eager anticipation and profound remembrance, we gather, O Lord. And those of us who are people of faith ask you to be present among us according to the various ways we perceive you and believe in you. As we convene near the coast, bless this mountaintop moment. Give us thankful hearts in this time marking both endings and beginnings. Rejoice with us in how these graduates elect have been educated to help others learn, enlightened to help others seek enlightenment, and inspired to help others live into the future, and in how they have grown in their understanding of science and developed scientific expertise to help us all better understand the world you so lovingly created. Bless them in this time of transition, and as they enter their respective vocations, proceed toward further education, or continue discerning their future, let this commencement lead them all into a future of integrity and accomplishment. So now bless this assembly, and let all that we say and all that we do be pleasing to you. In your most holy name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. I am honored to introduce all who are with me on the platform. I ask that they each stand when I call their name and ask that you please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Our Coastal Carolina University Board of Trustees, William Biggs, Chairman of the Board, Samuel Frink, Carlos Johnson, Charles Lewis, Dr. Orrin Smith, Delane Stevens, and William Turner. Commencement speaker and honorary degree recipient, the Honorable Luke Rankin. Dr. Ralph Byington, Provost and Executive Vice President. Dr. Edward Jadala, Dean of the Spadoni College of Education and Vice President for Online Education and Teaching Excellence. Dr. Michael Roberts, Dean of the College of Science and Vice President for Research and Emerging Initiatives. Dr. Renee Smith, Chair of the Faculty Senate. The Reverend Henry Moody of the Coastal Carolina Chaplain Council. Brian Forbes, Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association Board of Directors. Carrie Dittmeyer, Senior Public Health Major, to introduce today's speaker. Roger Johansson, Lecturer of English and today's announcer of student names. William Hills, Senior Faculty Member and Carrier of the University Mace, and Dan Lawless, University Registrar. Thank you. I would also like to recognize our student marshals. As student alumni ambassadors, they have been chosen to lead the faculty and students in the processional. Leading the platform party today is Melanie Mulligan. The faculty were led by Savannah Harden, and the students were led by Shania Holmes. Thank you for your service. The college banner carriers are appointed by their deans to represent their respective colleges and graduate studies. Our banner carriers tonight are Samantha Tucker from Graduate Studies, Scott Ewerts from College of Education, Kayla Calderon from College of Science, and Alexis Booth carrying the university banner. Thank you for your service. Our accomplishments in life come because there are others around us, guiding us, encouraging us, coaching, and sometimes even stepping in to help us fix what's been broken. Today's celebration is the culmination of years of dedication by you, our graduates, with the help of those who have guided your success. I'd like to recognize some of those who have played that role. Behind me are some of the finest faculty any university would be proud to call their faculty. I'd like to ask them to stand for all the work they've done in preparing our graduates. Faculty. Now, will all the mothers, fathers, and other family members who have shared this journey with your students please stand and receive some well-deserved thanks from our graduates. Thank you. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Coastal Carolina University Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. William Biggs.
Thank you, President DeCenso. On behalf of the Coastal Carolina University Board of Trustees, I can congratulate the class of 2017 for reaching this milestone in your lives. I also want to welcome the families, the faculty, our distinguished guests, and friends. We're so glad that you have chosen to share this evening with us. Graduates, you're the reason that we're here. And it is our hope that through you, the mission of Coastal Carolina University is not only fulfilled, but is vibrant and flourishing today and in the future. We work to help you become knowledgeable in your chosen fields, and equally as important, that you prepare and grow to be productive, responsible, healthy citizens with a global perspective. This is your day, and I'm so proud to have each of you become an alumnus of this great university. From this point forward, you will represent your alma mater in all that you do. Remember the values of CCU: truth, respect, integrity, and excellence. As you cross this threshold, know that your character, achievements, and service to others will contribute to the greatness of Coastal Carolina University. Before you came in, we had a little break in between the graduations, and I was just outside walking around and started talking to a family member. And as it would have it, it was Carrie Dittmeyer's family. Carrie, stand up. Stand up a minute, because I want you to know you're proud of your accomplishments, right? There's somebody in here that's more proud of you, and that's your mom and dad's in the stands. They are so proud. As a parent, you don't understand until one day you have a child walk across this stage, then you'll understand that. And I got to meet Dan and Nancy, and they're sitting over here. And then I found out that Dan's cousin, Michael, came from Louisiana to see his second cousin graduate and went to Japan when she graduated from high school. So it just shows the love that your families have for you. But I also found out something else. And Dan, you served in the Air Force. Thank you for your service to this country and all that you've done for us. Again, graduates, congratulations. You've earned it. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Chairman Biggs. I invite Provost and Executive Vice President Dr. Ralph Byington to come forward to recognize a retiring member of the Coastal Carolina University faculty.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening. Today we are recognizing retiring Professor Kathy Jones as Emeritus Professor. Dr. Jones could not be with us this evening, but I'd like to tell you something about her. Kathy Jones has spent a lifetime working in childhood education. She earned her undergraduate and master's degree from Marshall University and earned her PhD in educational leadership from West Virginia University. During her time as early childhood coordinator at West Virginia, she designed, implemented, and oversaw the state's universal pre-K system, one of the top 5 systems in the nation. Jones joined the CCU faculty in 2007, teaching undergraduate and graduate courses, advising students, developing new courses and programs, all while coordinating early childhood programs, and co-authoring plans for the new Child Development Center that is set to open in the fall of 2018. Jones has taught all ages of learners throughout her career, from preschool and kindergarten to special education to college students, and she has served various administrative roles in child development and child care. She had the privilege, she says, of working with and learning from some of the esteemed leaders in the field of education, such as Marion Wright Elderman, Sharon Lynn Kagan, and many others. We thank you, Dr. Jones, for your years of service. You will be missed by the department, the college, and the university. Congratulations. Also this afternoon, During the afternoon ceremony, we honored Dr. Roy Talbert, Distinguished Professor Emeritus, College of Humanities and Fine Arts, who is retiring after 38 years of service. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Byington. At this time, I invite our President's Award candidate, Madeline Ann Lee, earning a Bachelor of Science in Marine Science with a minor in Applied Mathematics, to the stage. During each commencement, we recognize the graduating student or students whose stellar academic work has qualified them for the President's Award for Academic Achievement. Madeline has earned the highest academic distinction, summa cum laude, because she has earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average for all of her collegiate work. Congratulations, Madeline. Earlier this afternoon, we recognized the President's Award recipient, Hattie Adeline Jordan, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Economics, for her perfect 4.0 grade point average and her achievements. Thank you.
I now invite Carrie Didmeyer to join me to introduce today's speaker. Carrie is a public health major graduating summa cum laude. During her time at Coastal Carolina, she has been involved with Eta Sigma Gamma, Bench to Bedside, Students Taking Active Responsibility, Student Leadership Council, and was a student worker for the Department of Health Service Sciences, and is also an eco-rep leader for the Office of Sustainability. She was a member of the Swain Scholar Program, in which she had the opportunity to spend 2 years researching homelessness in Horry County. Carrie's had the distinguished opportunity to present this research at national public health conferences and to South Carolina state legislators in Washington, D.C. These achievements were recognized by the awarding to Carrie of the Outstanding Student in Public Health at the 2017 Honors Convocation. Carrie plans to attend graduate school in the fall to pursue a master's and eventually a PhD in public health, with a concentration in global health. She hopes to pursue a career in global health. Carrie.
Thank you, Provost Byington. It is truly my privilege and honor to stand before you today as the student body representative and introduce today's speaker. The Honorable Luke Rankin has served Horry County in the State Senate since 1992. He graduated from Conway High School and earned his bachelor's degree from the University of South Carolina in 1984, followed by his Juris Doctor in 1987. He began practicing law in the same year after being admitted to the South Carolina Bar. Senator Rankin serves on the Banking and Insurance Committee, the Education Committee, the Ethics Committee, the Transportation Committee, and the Judiciary Committee in the State Senate. As our senator, he has focused on obtaining funding for roads in Horry County. He has helped secure funding for the Conway Bypass, the Carolina Bays Parkway, and Grissom Parkway, among other road projects. Senator Rankin was instrumental in enacting small business tax cuts, property tax relief, and ethics reform to stop untraceable money from entering the political system. We are truly appreciative for his efforts and representation for all of these years. Please join me in welcoming State Senator Luke Rankin to deliver the commencement address.
Thank you for that kind introduction. And this young lady has a great little trajectory of where she's headed, to the White House as an intern, I believe. And if I've said that out of turn, I apologize. It's fact. So, and I'd also like to thank President DeCenzo and the Coastal Carolina Board of Trustees and the faculty as well, and the musicians to my left. And while I'm passing out these thank yous, let me get to the most important one, and that's to thank you, Coastal Carolina University Class of 2017. You made it. I heard a whoop whoop. I don't know if y'all are afraid of what the whoop whoop will cause, but you have made it. And so give yourselves a round of applause as well. Not that long ago, I was sitting where you're sitting, and I remember and I know how hard you have worked to get to this big day. Times I bet you never thought it would ever get here. Each one of you is a unique person, a unique human being. You've got unique challenges, have had unique and different battles. You faced unique challenges, you faced adversity, the highs and the lows. And you've been inspired by different mentors. And as you drew from the different experiences along the path that led you to this landmark event, you called on those different experiences. To be here today means many things. It means you've shown discipline and perseverance. You've demonstrated both intellectual curiosity and a drive to succeed. And it also means you've been blessed by people who care about you, your family and your friends, and yes, your teachers. All of which means this is indeed a time to be proud of what you've done, but also it is a time to be grateful for the support of those who love you. As President DeCenzo said, and someone who is in the athletic realm, an Olympic great from South Carolina, Althea Gibson, makes this point. For no matter what accomplishments you make, someone has helped you along the way. Being here brings back a flood of memories for me personally. And I remember facing in my early walk of politics one of the biggest obstacles and hurdles. And trust me, there have been a few since. And if you're doing it right, I would project that there will be many ahead for you as well. Mine, of course, in this instance, involved this great university, which today becomes your alma mater. It was in 1992. I'd just been elected to the state senate. I wasn't a whole lot older than some of you out there today. And I showed up to the State House in Columbia, wide-eyed, full of optimism, ready to change the world. One of the first things I wanted to do was help an institution of higher learning that used to be called the University of South Carolina, Coastal Carolina College. I wanted to help it become its own independent university. USC Coastal was established in 1954, and in fact, the history in the books that you've got before you gives the great and detailed history there. But soon it became a satellite in 1958, 60 thereabouts, a satellite of the university campus out of Columbia. It quickly grew though, again, and I would urge you to read that later. Not just in the number of students that walked her halls and learned in her classrooms, the campus also had flourished in the academic arena as an academic hub. And it quickly became an integral part of the community as well as our coastal economy. In other words, the campus had simply outgrown its role as a satellite of the main campus in Columbia. It needed to strike out on its own to evolve and realize its own full potential. So I quickly learned way back then that change is hard. It's hard for everybody. We all know it's particularly hard for government. So a team of lobbyists, USC heavyweights, and defenders of the status quo fought the change, fought the move to secede from the campus and to go it on our own. And I mean, they really worked hard. We've got 170 legislators, 46 senators, 124 House members. My one vote in support of independence and secession wasn't a drop in the bucket, or given where we are in relation to the ocean, not a drop in the ocean. So what did we do? We fought back. We fought back hard. And a whole lot of us who wanted to see Coastal gain its independence came together. We leveraged the power of our collective voice. We offered a new vision for the school. We made our case to the state, to elected officials, to the media, to anybody who would listen. Now, of course, we all know how the story ends, right? We won. In 1993, legislation to grant this school its independence passed the South Carolina General Assembly. Then Governor Carroll Campbell ended up signing this bill literally on this campus on the steps of the Singleton building. Now, I've got a picture of that bill signing in my office hanging on my wall. That bill signing was a lot like a commencement ceremony itself. It meant for Coastal Carolina College, then what would soon be Coastal Carolina University, had graduated. It had graduated from a long series of tests, trials, and obstacles. And the time had come to launch a new phase in the life of this university. It was a time to begin striving to achieve its full potential, very much like each of you today. That's the definition of the word commencement. It's a beginning, which also means it marks the change and closing of something else. On this day, you leave one era in your life to begin another. But you should never put your past or your time on this campus behind you. Remember what you've learned. Remember all the things you did right. And remember some of the things, hopefully fewer, that you did wrong. Mistakes are powerful teachers. We all make mistakes, right? Now, I'm sure there were some of you who chose on a particular night to go to a party or go out on a date instead of studying for that test, finishing that paper, or finishing that project. There may be many of you who actually chose to study instead of going out to that fun, more social event. But I'm guessing if you didn't make the right decisions overall, at least a few times, that you likely would not be sitting where you are today. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell y'all, focus on the future, forget the past, and tell you that the past does not matter, because it does. All those experiences, be it the good or the bad, matter, and they matter a lot. They are the markers on the path that you've taken thus far. And if you learn from these experiences, they'll help you reach where you want to go. Again, I'm guessing many of you have already figured that out too. Good things happen to you in life, right? All the victories. And those are sources of your joy. Things to be savored and celebrated, right? But I can tell you from my experience, both in politics and practicing law, that while you celebrate your wins, you learn more from your losses. Those hard lessons sometimes can linger for a lifetime. Now, one of the losses that I suffered in my life was the passing of my father, which had nothing to do with politics or law. 3.5 years ago, my father, who was 87 and 6 days, left us. Clearly, he'd led a well-lived and long life. His name was Ogden A. Rankin. Now, Ogden is not an easy word. In fact, he would make a joke that to say it properly, you needed 2 deep breaths and a stiff drink to get the word out. In fact, many of you might want that stiff drink right about now. They would say og, arg, ugh. Didn't take long with a name like Ogden A. Rankin to develop a nickname. So beginning in high school and college, his friends noticed that he was kind of the guy who would never quit, never give up, kind of an independent, strong-willed fellow. So they named him Rock, and that name stuck with him throughout his life. One of the greatest blessings in my life was to have my father teach me and guide me. Again, as many of you are blessed in this room today to have had that support in your lives. And if there's one thing that I'd like to leave with y'all today, it's the mantra that my father, Rock Rankin, learned in college, that he taught me, and that he taught his grandchildren, my 2 children in addition to the others. Though I wish I'd listened more and talked less during my time, I did and have managed to have this lesson stick with me. And it's expressed in 3 simple words: observe, record, correlate. observe, record, correlate. At first, this sounds kind of like a scientist jargon which they use in their experiments. But as the years have gone by, and the more I observe, I've learned that my father's 3-word mantra is really a profound philosophy of life. Observe. Pay attention to the world as it unfolds around you. Take time to see, to listen, to hear others. Learn their stories. And I don't mean just the stories of the gazillionaires and the celebrities on TV, all who have some idea as to how you should live your life. I'm talking about the people that you interact with every day, from the highest to the most humble, paying more attention, I would suggest, to the latter. There's a story that I came across a few years ago about the CEO of Charles Schwab. His name is Walt Bettinger. And he offers this, as I'll explain in a moment, as one of the greatest career lessons he ever learned. It was back in his college days. He was taking a business strategy course in his senior year. He'd maintained a 4.0 average all the way through. He wanted to graduate with that perfect score at the end of this school year and finish with a perfect 4.0. But it all came down to one final exam in that business course. He says that he had spent many hours studying, memorizing, preparing, cramming, all in preparation of this final exam. The teacher handed out the final exam, and it was on one piece of paper. Once everyone had their paper, seated in the class, the professor said, "Go ahead, turn it over." Both sides were blank, which surprised Walt. Next, the professor said, "I've taught you everything I can teach you about business in these past 10 weeks. But the most important message, the most important question is this: what's the name of the lady who cleans this building?" It was the only test he ever failed, and he got a B in that class that he says he deserved. Her name was Dottie, and he didn't know her. He'd seen her, but he'd never taken the time to actually ask her name. He says, "I've tried to know every Dottie I've worked with ever since." That experience was a great reminder of what in your lives you decide what really matters. And in his view, the lesson is that you should never lose sight of people who do real work. So, number one, observe. Get to know the people around you, their thoughts, their struggles, their fears, and their dreams. And get to know their name. Number two, record. Observing doesn't mean much unless you actually record the results. Remember what your observations have taught you. What worked well for others? How can the mistakes you've seen or those that you've made be avoided in the future? Make mental notes. And for the really important stuff, write it down, put it on a laptop, put it wherever you'll be able to see it, to call on it, to reread those notes from time to time, all in an effort to never forget. And then, of course, the third is correlate, an essential step. Weave these experiences of your lives, the lessons and the observations that you have made, weave them into the philosophy and the values that you live by. Let it govern how you conduct yourself with your family, your friends, and those in your community. Use that philosophy to forge your path through life and to form the way you treat others in your daily walk. The Bible teaches us about the golden rule, to do unto others as you would have them do unto yourself. If we follow that rule, the world would be a better place. If we follow that rule, and as we heard earlier, having servant hearts, striving to help others, we will indeed live in a better place. Micah 6:8, if you're familiar with that book in the Bible, it sums up our charge to do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with thy God. And folks, with that little Sermon on the Mount, I'm done. I've said enough. Class of 2017, well done. Enjoy this day, this night. Cherish it, celebrate it. Then begin your tomorrow with hope, humility, and hard work. Set your goals and never give up. God bless you, congratulations, and Godspeed on your journey in the next stage.
Thank you, Senator Rankin. And again, thank you for all you've done and all the help you've given to Coastal Carolina University. We do appreciate it. Thank you, sir. At our earlier commencement, we presented Senator Rankin with an honorary doctorate of public service, as well as a honorary doctorates of science presented to Dr. Charles Sasser and Dr. Covia Stanley. So I want to recognize them again for their service to our community. Graduates, it's your turn. It's time for you. The central theme of why we're here. Provost Byington.
Students who are graduating with academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude, are noted in the program, as well as those who have achieved multiple degrees. Students are eligible for graduation with honors wear the embroidered official white stole with the university seal at graduation. Also, students who are members of the Honors Program, the Wall Fellows, the Jackson Scholars, the Swain Scholars, Teaching Fellows, and the Dyer Fellows, or other selected university honors programs are eligible to wear the university stole. Students who are wearing teal and black cords have earned the Trustee Award. Will the class of 2017 please rise? Mr. President and members of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to announce the presentation of our degree candidates.
Candidates, by the virtue vested in me by the people of the state, acting through their representatives in the General Assembly and the Board of Trustees of this university, and on the recommendation of the faculty thereof, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, which entitles you to all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. At this time, I'd like to ask all but the first row to please be seated, and if the first row would follow the marshals. As we're getting ready for them to come across the stage, I invite you to listen to some very special music provided by the Coastal Carolina University Brass Ensemble.
Dean Edward Jadala joins President Asenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the Spadoni College of Education earning the degree Education Specialist.
Karen Sellers Cafaro. Corey Anna Shuloff. Jennifer Nat Cole Hudson. Marissa Nicole Ferrara. Princess Shaquana Hoey. Christopher Garrett Shukowski. Katie Zitek.
Dean Jadala will stay with President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the Spadoni College of Education earning the degrees Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Education.
Kiera Brene Bush. Lillian Grace Carroll. Erica Nicole Collins. Mackenzie Caitlin Davenport. Kathleen Mahali Clark Dorr. Carolyn Renee Edwards Wood. Lindsay Joy Fender. Rachel May Fortin. Jessica Casey Foster. Dana Elizabeth Frangipani. Casey Joe Getz. Rosalind Denise Green. Jamie Sue Holofield. Bethany L. James. Adam William Jernigan. Gregory Allen Johnson, Sr. Michelle Renee Johnson. Tia Chanel Johnson. Justin Michael Corey. Jessica May Leon. Amanda Nicole Liner. Ashley Elizabeth Martin. Janice Cardinale McBride. Madison Elise McCoy. Elizabeth Ann Mundy. Samantha Ann Murphy. Jessica Lynn Paternoster. Frankie LaShare Pinkney. Laura Lee Poulos. Renee Marie Roberson. Caitlin Nicole Rael. Janelle Grace Sagisi. Vernita Renee Scarborough. Jessica Michelle Simon. Delaney Clayton Smith. Teresa Van Epps. Deidre Walker.
Dean Michael Roberts joins President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the College of Science earning the degree Master of Science.
Anthony Michael Davino III. Brianna Samir Modi. Kyle Allen Wright. Hayden Faust. Amanda Nicole Roach.
Dean Edward Jadala joins President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the Spadoni College of Education earning the degrees Bachelor of Arts in Education, and Bachelor of Science in Physical Education.
Jacqueline Page Barnett, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Paul Barton. Laura Elizabeth Basant. Michaela Ariel Boatwright, magna cum laude. Tabitha Nicole Boyd. Brooke Lee Conway, summa cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Cotton. Kristen Danielle Davis, magna cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Davison. Michelle Maria DiPrizio. Anna Lee Dusenberry, magna cum laude. Macy Reed Freeman, magna cum laude. Kayla Jane Fulmer, summa cum laude. Jamini. Santana Marie Jamini, magna cum laude. Alexis Renee Hawkins. Morgan Lorraine Johnson, magna cum laude. J.C. Jones. Erin Margaret Keats, magna cum laude. Alexandria Naomi Kehoe, magna cum laude. Deborah Dawn Knox, summa cum laude. Tyler Christian Magaki, magna cum laude. Nice job. Stephanie Lynn May, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Mendoza. Jasmine Princess Moody. Jennifer Michelle Nagel. Elizabeth Nina Perry. Courtney Jane Rice, magna cum laude. Caroline Nicole Rogers. Caroline Nicole Rogers, magna cum laude. Ramey Catherine Savage. Samantha Lee Schoner, magna cum laude. Kiera Dominique Scipio, summa cum laude. Elena Lynn Sellers. Ashley Marie Sellers, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Wilder, magna cum laude. Jessica Mixon Wilson, cum laude.
Dean Michael Roberts joins President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the College of Science earning the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Asia Rayvon Adams. Stella Grace Adams, magna cum laude. Lauren Rose Albury, cum laude. Elena Jasmine Ames, magna cum laude. Benjamin Maxwell Anderson. Diamond Gabrielle Anderson. Danielle Rose Angelillo. Ariana Chantel Armstead. Brianna Alexia Baker. Robert Nathan Banks. Brianna Catherine Baran. Taylor Morgan Batella. Alyssa Jane Belton. Jeffrey Alexander Benjamin, cum laude. Christopher Malik Bennett. Michaela Alexis Bennett. Jumaya Duche Benz. Mallory Patricia Bowling. Jasmine Alexis Booth. Alexis Monique Brown. Casey Frenzina Nicole Brown. LaQuesha Chantel Patrice Brown. Morgan Jean Brown, magna cum laude. Amanda Joyce Bukta, magna cum laude. Lawrence Raymond Burgess. Preston W. Burgess. Kyle Michael Burkhart. Delana Christine Campbell, cum laude. Olivia Lauren Campbell, magna cum laude, honors program graduate. Olivia Nan Cannon, magna cum laude, honors program graduate. Anthony Lee Capodanno. Madeline Emma Carroll. Celeste Rochelle Serreta. Alexander Cole Chavez. Roxana Lynn Cheek. Amy Chernak. Christy Alexandra Sherrup. Allison Lynn Clark, magna cum laude, honors graduate. Quintez Clark. Justin Randolph Cofield. Amanda Lauren Coleman. Lamar Montrell Cooper. Brianna Renee Coulter. Swakim Yashawn Cox. Alexis Reed Cram. Alexis Nicole Crates. Arthur Thomas Cressy, Jr. Kelsey Glenn Crocker. Dallas Devette Davis, magna cum laude. Quatera Dashai Deaver. Gregory Philip Deloche. Cameron Bay Dennis. Carls James Davino, Jr. Carrie Wisdom Dittmeyer, magna cum laude, honors program graduate. Kevin Anthony Dragata, cum laude. Cantrell Armand Durant. Zaidan Ilalawi. Samantha J. Fallon. Samantha Morgan Falone. Quentin Robert Faulkner. Jacqueline Elizabeth Finch. Amanda Brooke Finneran, cum laude. Edward Michael Fletcher. Georgia Ray Ford, magna cum laude, honors program graduate. Mallory Olga Fauché. Deasia Charmel Frazier. Sean Patrick Gallagher. Dorel Samuel Gamble. Thomas James Gannon. Natalie Louise Gouger. Javon Lance Gibbs, cum laude. Caitlin Knowles Gillies. Lauren Giordani, cum laude. Daniqua Devon Glover. James Dylan Godbold. Shakira Sunmon Goodwin. Hannah Lilia Graham. Tyree Graham. LaGary Grant. Kenyatta Shaniqua Gray. Renee Veron Griffith. John Mario Gunther Jr. Paul William Hammonds. Haley M. Harris. Shakur Jamel Harris. Christian Lawrence Hart. Mark Bennett Hatcher. Kenadri Priscilla Hawkins. Kennedy Priscilla Hawkins. Corinne Nicole Hillier. Jamont Henderson Jr. Tierra Elizabeth Henderson. Isaiah Edward Hicks. DeAndre Bradford Highbaugh. Jeremy Ferris Hill, cum laude. Amy Christina Hogg. Edward Joseph Hoppeck III. Jeremy B. Hust. Matsamichu Ishibashi Sr. Broderick Aman Isom. Alexis Kiana Jackson. Green Jackson IV. Gary Cole Jamerson. Shaniqua L. Johnson Woodbury. Dominique Corinne Chanel Jones. Iniqua La Jessica Jones, cum laude. Shauna Nicole Jones. Elizabeth Lynn Joyner. Tyler Vincent Keene, Honors Program graduate. Kayla Dawn Killian. Dylan Elizabeth King, magna cum laude, Honors Program graduate. David Alexander Kleck. cum laude, honors program graduate. Zachary Allen Kornhauser. Madeline Ann Lee, summa cum laude, honors program graduate. Jerica Kathleen Leichter. Richard Lurch. Cinnamon Ivy Lieberg Strayer. Allie Leota Lowe. Eugene Dexter Lucas, Jr. Tyler Michael McDonald, magna cum laude, honors program graduate. Unique Mack. Alexandria Matadaski. Gabrielle Marrera. Tricia Marie Marshall. Corinthia Renee Martin. Jordan Evian Matthews. Daedriel Charisse McCrae. Paris Sabria Mibane. Martin Guillermo Melchor. Logan Scott Michael. Mika Laurel Mierzwa. Andrew Joseph Minter. Caitlin E. Moorhead. I love it. Megan Virginia Morton, magna cum laude. Matthew Angelo Mott, magna cum laude. Michael William Muir, honors program graduate. Autumn Lynn Mulcahy, honors program graduate. Emily Brianne Mullis. Katie Rose Natale. Zachary Arnold Neff. Corey Ray Nevels. Jalen Lester Carthel Nicholas. Robert Bascom Norton. Jerica Dreen Nuffer. Edith Holly Odom. Reynard Cantrell Odom. Samaya Elia Offord. Dalton Michael Palmer. Erica LaKay Parter. I wanted to hear your name. Julianne M. Patama. Nicholas Palmer Pietri, magna cum laude. Tony Luane Planter Burgess. Lindsay Elizabeth Police. Ashley Renee Pribble, cum laude, honors program graduate. Sean Edmund Ralco. Pamela Sherelle Redfern. Emma Lee Rentekewicz. John Mark Riley. Deonta Jannard Robinson. John Arthur O'Keefe Rosano, cum laude, honors program graduate. Chanel Julia Roth. Caitlin Marie Rudy. Demara N. Science. Edwin Trey Sanders. Natasha Sovovich, magna cum laude. Michael Scargill. Nice job, Casey. Casey Scott Schroeder, summa cum laude. Elijah Nathaniel Shaw, magna cum laude. Jesse Cannon Shelley. Moo Kyung Shin. Taylor Siaga. Alexandra Kyla Simmons, cum laude. Courtney Elaine Estelle Singleton. Connor William Skrypek. Alexandra Nicole Smell, cum laude, honors program graduate. Angelica Rose Smith. Jennifer Marie Smith. Shakina Nashay Smith. Stuart Christian Smith. Trevor Gray Smith. Carolina Johanna Andrea Spahn, magna cum laude. Caitlin M. Sparks. Jaquel Marquis Standback. Ashley Ann Stoffer. Heidi Jade Stevens, cum laude, honors program graduate. Robert Lee Strickland. Alexander Brock Stoltz. Lillian Concetta Suthard. Paloma Jillian Tavera. And Terica Denisha Thomas. Pamela Elaine Thompson. Brian A. Varsalone, cum laude. Jennifer Lee von Schordorf, cum laude. Samuel Solomon Vovisi. China Caprice Walker. Haley Rebecca Walker. Brandy Rose Wachell. Casey Rebecca Waslick. Courtney Alexandra Weeks, cum laude, honors program graduate. Hunter Ross Wagner. Daquina Monet Wilkins. Joseph Patrick Wilson. Tyler Alexander Young.
Let's give the graduates another round of applause. Graduates, would you please rise? I ask that all members of the Coastal Carolina University class of 2017 to move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your mortarboards to signify your status as a graduate. Congratulations. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association Board Member, Mr. Brian Forbes. Brian?
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, all. Good evening, alumni. I can only say one thing. I hope that my little boy is just as fired up when his little sister graduates from college as that guy in the blue shirt is with the sign back there. Yeah, that's my sister! I love that. This is a rowdy bunch in here tonight. I am honored to be here with you on this monumental day in your life. More than 30,000 alumni from all 50 states and numerous countries around the world join me today in congratulating you on your hard-earned achievement. Welcome into this exclusive group we proudly call Teal Nation. Members include an Emmy-nominated actor, an Olympian, the CEO of one of Canada's largest money management firms, and the head coach of the 2016 College World Series National Championship baseball team, and that still never gets old, just to name a few. We look forward to following your rise into greatness. As a new grad, we are providing each of you today with a one-year membership into the Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association. Through the Alumni Association, I know you'll discover many opportunities to stay engaged and involved with your alma mater. In the years ahead, I hope you continue to stay connected to CCU as a proud alum, a volunteer, an ambassador, or through a financial gift as a proud donor. By continuing to support and strengthen your alma mater, you will receive a much greater gift in return. Be proud and celebrate this day and your great accomplishments. And remember, you will forever be a Chanticleer and a member of Teal Nation. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brian. Before we close the celebration, I ask if you would please join me in recognizing all the individuals from throughout this institution who planned and prepared for weeks to make the celebration of your accomplishments a memorable and special occasion. So let's thank them for what they've done. And I would also like to wish all of you the happiest and safest of holiday seasons. Graduates, at Coastal Carolina University, we follow a beloved tradition that takes place as you leave commencement. Faculty members will line on each side to congratulate you, ushering you through to the next stage of your life. As you go, be inspired by the words of your fellow alumnus, Tabby Shelton. Life is not a dress rehearsal. There is no way to discover where life is leading you if you don't try. Go for it. Now I ask if everybody would please stand and join in the singing of the alma mater. The words are printed on the back of your programs. Ask that you please remain standing for the benediction and the recessional, and graduates, always know you have a special place at your home in this university that we call the Teal Nation. Shants up.
We come to you to lead our search and learn to reach beyond ourselves, below the earth, beyond the stars, to form our dreams for better years. Here green and bronze in nature lie, sweet pine forests that surround us, ocean waters that sustain us, reflect your standards that prepare us. May we return in thought and care to share your promise of enrichment and celebrate and sing our praise for Coastal Carolina.
I invite you again to pray with me, please. We thank you, O God, for knowledge increased and challenges met, for wisdom acquired and for friendships made, and for the promise of the future. We thank you for Coastal Carolina University and the gifts this visionary institution of learning has bestowed on these graduates. Bless them all, we pray, that they may be blessings to others and to the world you have made. As life for them beyond this place commences, continue to travel with them. Grant them comfort when the road gets too rocky and direction when the route seems too unreasonable, and challenge them to proceed when they get too comfortable or too complacent. By your grace, help them make a difference and help them make this wondrous world a better place. In your most holy name we pray. Amen.